Hello, everybody. Wow. Okay. Oh, where to begin? Where to begin? Dang. Okay. Well, I just finished watching the season 3 finale of The Mandalorian, also called by some fans as the Bo-Katan show. And honestly, I don't know where to begin here. It's quite obvious that to me at least there that this is no longer for me. Uh, I don't know if it actually caters even to women. I apologize because I am I don't know the words to describe, usually, previous seasons 1 and 2, I kind of did really like The Mandalorian. I really thought that this was a series that was going to save Star Wars from the fiasco that it became after Disney purchased it. And, you know, you think, okay, well, maybe, a stumbling stone will become a stepping stone. Holy Lord, am I wrong about this? I, I, I don't know. I really, usually, yes, I will wait until the evening when it's dark and, sit down in my living room to watch these shows. But this season has been all over the place. And today I kind of just wanted it done. Watch it, first impressions, and be done with, honestly. And okay, this episode, it's not all bad. A lot of the CGI in Star Wars lately, you kind of like, well, that's not on par and that's not on par. And some of it isn't, but some of it is okay. And some of it is just awful. Oh, man. I don't know what they were trying to do here because some fighting scenes were better in the Clone Wars, the animated series. A lot of it was better done in the movies. I mean, last week we ended off with a, gunfight with the doors closing and whatnot. And everybody got out except for that Mandalorian that decided to sacrifice himself. That was a scene that did not need to be there, really. But for the sake of plot, let's have that done. Speaking of plots, there's a lot of plot armor. There's a lot of holes in the plot. There's the writing's all over the place. They kind of didn't know what to do with this episode, so let's put everything in there and hope something sticks. And in doing that, I have the impression that this is more like for a 5-year-old or 8-year-old kid. Beyond that, the brain will start to not compute at certain things here. Because I don't want to really get into spoilers, so yeah, I won't really get into it. But last week, everybody made it out except for that Mandalorian, and well, I say that Mandalorian. I don't remember his name, but it's the big guy with the big gun. He sacrificed himself to save the others. Then Jaren, the hero, supposedly hero, because now it's Bo-Katan, but so Mando gets, you know, gets taken in by the, shall we call it, the Empire forces, the remnants of the Empire, and you know, so if everybody's on the other side of the door, then why do some of them all of a sudden appear wherever the plot needs them to be? And if you don't understand, if it's pretty vague, I'm trying not to get into spoilers here. So just watch the show and you'll be like, why is this happening? How did this happen? Why this? It's kind of like I can't even compare it to last season because the last season 2 finale with Luke Skywalker appearing in, it was really well done and I was crying. I had, well, not crying, but I had tears of joy. Kind of like I do this season for Picard, but funny how the roles have changed. Everything's upside down this season. But to get back to The Mandalorian, uh, yeah, it's all over the place. Some of the fighting scenes are nice. Last week we finished, like I said, I was saying here, they finished with a gunfight. So you would expect that, the battle would go on into space and see these super space fights, dog fights in the sky and the space and whatnot. And it's kind of, nah, meh, what? Really? Is that it? I, what were they thinking, really? Dang. Yeah, the only spoilers here I will show you is these. I've always liked the ending artwork, that kind of is a storyboard for some of the, you know, like here they kind of wanted to go with this epic battle scene. And I mean, some of it is really well done. Like there's 25% of the scenes where you go, wow, and the other 75% you just want to vomit. It's like, what? Really? Like this scene is so, wow, okay, I get it. Well, it's not really all that well shot in the episode. And I blame her. Yes, I do. You can see it there. Yeah. But the artwork here at the end has always been, one of the highlights of this show. It's nice because you watch the show, it used to be good, and then right at the end there, you'd reminisce, already reminiscing about what you just finished watching, which was pretty nice. This episode, yeah, she's in there, but I would say it's like 50-50. All season long, it was the Bo-Katan show, and I don't know if they're like doing a series send off to Mando here, because she's going to be taking over. But this episode was pretty much 50-50. But yeah, there's so much script armor and script stuff to do for it's all over the place. Like Baby Yoda, is he a force wielder? Is he gonna become like a Mandalorian? Is he gonna become a bounty hunter? Is he gonna be half and half? Because back in the day, you know, Jedi's, baby Jedi's, if they were past a certain age, you either can be trained or not. And those that could not were a danger, became a menace because their emotions will rule over their usage of the Force. So that's up in the air. But yeah, Grogu's in there, and whatever the plot needs, okay, well, he can do whatever he needs to be done. So he's like this super strong force user, and then he's this super good uh, bounty hunter, robot, android, something. And then he's this clumsy kid. He's all over the place. He's like, look at me, I'm so cool. Buy my merchandise. It really is annoying at this point. Really, it just takes you out. There's a lot of things in this episode that will take you out of the episode. And it's a shame because some of it really wants to draw you in. And some of it is just, man, really? Why did we put this in here? Why the world building? Why? Where is this going? How? Why? How? Oh man, I'm getting flashbacks from this show because I just finished watching it, and really, I don't know what to think. I don't love it, that's for sure. I don't hate it, but it's not even average. You know, some of the visuals I did like 25% of the visuals, but is 25 enough to negate the 75? No, it is not. Really not, because what's bad in this show is really bad. And the storytelling is, yeah. Watch it, and I don't know if this is a send off to him, if he's going to come back in the next season as the main character in the show, or if he's going to take more of a special appearance. It's going to be the, Bo Katan show and special guest Mando. It kind of felt like that. Like, okay, let's give them 50%, of screen time just as a send off to Mando. Because the rest of this season, it's been all Bo Katan all over the place. Even from show episode to episode, none of it really makes sense. They're trying to, tell like a bigger picture, and Mando's part of this bigger picture. But even this bigger picture, they go into details about stuff that's really not important. So in the world building, they're wasting time. Whereas they should have incorporate the world building into the 8 episodes. You only have 8 episodes. So yeah, it's a definite miss. You know, I give this episode maybe a 3 out of 10. And I'm being generous here because the story, bah, it doesn't make sense. The action scenes don't make sense. It Even at the end, well, what happened to those guys? You'll be like, what happened with these guys? What happened with those guys? The plot keeps moving along and it doesn't tie the loose ends. So, yeah, 3 out of 10. Watch it. Let me know in the comments what you think. And hopefully you like these reviews. I don't get into too many details, and sometimes I get into too many details. I don't know what you guys would prefer. I can't show the episode, that's for sure. You're gonna watch it for yourself, and is it worth subscribing to Disney this just to watch this season? I would say it's a hard pass. Similar to, Picard season 3. Is it worth watching the first two previous seasons? No, it is not. You can get into, subscribe to, or whatever, watch season 3 of Picard. You'll be fine. You'll be happy. You'll be in bliss. And hopefully, Star Wars learns, well, Disney learns something about this, because this is an epic failure this season of Mando. They dropped the ball, and they dropped it hard here. Sorry to say. So, okay, folks, I might do a season review of Mando, but I just finished watching episode 8 of season 3, which is like chapter 24 or episode 24, however you want to, go about it. Yeah. See you in the next one. I'm discouraged. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Uh, Whether it is on Twitch, YouTube, come and talk to me in Discord. The links are in my profile. It's easy to find. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you again so much.